What's going on? This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, and author of Coffee with Rhadi. I am also your Coffee with Rhadi specialist. This morning I have my signature cup once again of my wife and my son and my daughter Rhadi. And like I said before, I'm going to try to use this cup for the whole year if I can, if it's not broken, or if I don't make a mistake and put it in the dishwasher, because I put it in the dishwasher and it kind of warps the bottom of the cup. Worst case scenario is I'll order another one. Here's what I want to talk to you about today. As a strength and conditioning professional, I got some emails yesterday. I even got some texts concerning Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness has seen fit to remove all the squat racks in their gym because they're intimidating to their patrons. Now, I don't have a problem with Planet Fitness removing the squat racks in their gym. If you remember, Planet Fitness is also the place that has what's called a Lunk alarm. A Lunk alarm is an alarm that goes off when you grunt, scream, or drop the weights. Individuals who grunt, scream, drop the weights are not really welcome at Planet Fitness. Why? Because Planet Fitness really isn't Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is Planet Let's Feel Comfortable and Work Out in air conditioning. And that's not a bad thing. If my mom wanted to work out somewhere, or if my mother-in-law wanted to work out somewhere, I would highly recommend that they go to Planet Fitness. I would not want them to run into somebody like me who is working out in the gym, who is trying to move through the equipment, get what I need. I don't like people who babysit equipment, meaning if you're sitting on a machine, I expect you to get up and move so that someone else can do a rep. You can't just sit down on a piece of equipment and then start playing on your phone until your next rep. I mean, but there are people who do that. There are people who go to the gym to relax, and there are people who go to the gym in order to work out. I've seen people in the gym who talk more than they work out, and those people bother me. Like, I don't like going to gyms like that. I'm a member of the YMCA. I'm a member of Anytime Fitness. I'm also a member of LA Fitness. When I really want to go hit a hardcore workout, I go to LA Fitness. I get on the squat rack, I do my thing. If I need to grunt or holler or scream or do what I do when I'm knocking out 30 or 25 reps of 225 on the squat rack and my thighs are burning, I will go to LA Fitness. Now, if I'm going to do a nice light arm workout, I just want a good push, I put my headphones on, walk from my house over to YMCA, do some rolls, lat pull downs, couple curls, tricep extensions. I don't make any noise. I listen to my music, and I'm in and out. And I hang out with the soft fitness people. When I want to do some hardcore fitness, I'll go to Powerhouse, to one of those other gyms where you can, put the chalk on your hands and get it done. But what I'm trying to say is that there is a place for everyone. And instead of, throwing your arms up about Planet Fitness removing their squat racks, just understand this. There are a certain faction of people who will feel comfortable at Planet Fitness, and I would rather them have a place to go than not have a place to go. There are some people who start out at home and then they want to start working out. And the question is, where do you send those people? Well, definitely send them to a place like Planet Fitness. Like I see at LA Fitness, they have personal trainers who kind of walk the beginners through their process of working out. And I can see that sometimes the beginners are still intimidated, or they don't feel really comfortable with some of the, let's be honest. I go to LA Fitness and there's some roid heads in there. Not only there's some roid heads in there, there's some roid heads, there's some HGH heads. And I don't have any problem with you and your roids, or you and your HGH, or you and your deal. I don't have any problem. But you have all these, there's plenty of women who are walking around, rocked up, six-pack, legs like bow, booty like bam. And I'm sure that their look is intimidating to the person who is just starting out in the personal training center. And you don't want those people to feel uncomfortable. You want those people to feel welcome to work out. And if they have to start at a Planet Fitness or start at one of those circuit training places where they have to sit on the equipment and move around the room, man, find a place for them to work out, because working out is better than not working out. And if their particular patrons need to remove the squat racks for more people to exercise, great. Remember, exercise happens on a continuum, on a spectrum. There are people who start out over here and then they work themselves over here. But in reality, the exercise spectrum actually starts like this, here, and then it goes up, and then it goes back down. The amount of time that you spend hanging and banging and slanging the weights is really small in the grand scheme of things chronologically. I do not lift like I used to lift 5, 10, 15 years ago because I can't. That period of time has passed. There are more Planet Fitness type people on the planet than the powerhouse gym people on the planet. So you have to think from a business perspective, it was a great move. If you remove the squat racks, is it actually going to change the current fitness landscape in the United States? Well, probably not. Probably not. If you removed all of the McDonald's, Burger Kings, and Wendy's, that will automatically change the fitness landscape. I remember when I was traveling in France with my son, and we ate croissants every morning. I mean, we ate so many croissants. In the morning, I had the carb face. My face was, I think I was like 246 pounds. I was just slamming down the croissants. I mean, they were fresh, because I mean, the guy that we stayed with, the host, he would go get the fresh croissants in the morning, and I love the croissants, and I had coffee, and they had the French press with the coffee, and man, I was slamming down croissants. I mean, croissants are like 500, 650 calories per croissant, sometimes a half a croissant, depending on how much butter they put in that joint. But those things were, I mean, they were good and soft yet flaky. They had great texture to them, great taste. And I was wondering, I said, how did you guys not put on so much weight from eating like this? He said, we don't eat like this. He said, we eat like this because you're here. He said, Americans, he said, you guys eat in excess. He said, and if you look around, we don't have a McDonald's or fast food place. I didn't really think about it, but where I was, there was no McDonald's, there was no Burger King, there was no Wendy, there were no fast food places. So in the grand scheme of things, if you want to change fitness in America, you can remove the fast food joints. That has a huge impact. Removing the squat racks really doesn't have a huge impact. People can still do body weight squats. They can still do other things. Now, I know how it looks, how it looks to the hardcore lifter or the hardcore trainer. A lot of people think that it has, and I'm going to use the proper word, vaginification to the lifting process or the working out process, or to the fabric of our society. Don't go so far, because there are people who are not where some of us are yet, and you have to make working out mentally palatable for them to get them in the door. If you don't, it's like church, man. You can't, I mean, you can't change people until you get them in the door. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get them in the door. You can't look at some people because they go to church in shorts and flip-flops, and you look at them bad because you go to church in a suit, right? They probably would not go if they had to don a suit every Sunday. And sometimes you have to get the person in the door in order to create the change. And in the grand scheme of things, when you're trying to change the heart of a person, does a suit and some fresh gator shoes really matter? No. So when you're trying to change the lifestyle of people and individuals, a squat rack or the removal of a squat rack doesn't really matter. And offering people, even Planet Fitness is offering, I think, bagels and pizza. Listen, you're trying to get a certain faction of people in the door. And if you know that those people eat bagels and pizza, then if you can get all the pizza and bagel people together inside of a fitness place and have them eat, but also start working out, that's a good start. And then you can have the discussion with them that, hey, if you continue to eat this bagel and you continue to eat this pizza, you're not going to see the changes that you want to see. So sometimes you need to get the people in an environment where they can begin some change. And you have to lure them in. And if Planet Fitness is making that particular change, God bless them. I think it's a quality business decision. I think there are more people, as I said, out there who are non-lunks than lunks, as they call them. And don't be so quick to jump the gun when businesses have to make a decision like that, because the bottom line is, if you want someone to feel comfortable in an environment, then you have to make it palatable for them to enter into the environment. And as much as, we would all like for people to, put a bar on their back and squat up and down and have some firm toned legs, there's another way to get firm toned legs. They may not be as firm, as toned as we know that they can be as fitness professionals, but that toning and firming may be enough for them, and that is okay. I'm not getting my wife a membership to Planet Fitness. Let's just get that square. I just got my wife a membership to LA Fitness. That's just me, though. But I'm sure my wife would like Planet Fitness. My wife squats. Trust me. And the reason why she squats is because I like what squats do. Now, if you go to Planet Fitness, I want you to be aware of something. This is not bad. It's not bad. I'm giving you the whole thing. Give me the whole thing, baby. I'm breaking it down like a fraction, okay? I'm going to give it to you straight with no chaser. Okay, I'm going to give you the whole thing. The whole kit and caboodle, if you will. All right? From the rooter to the tutor. From A to Z. All right? If you're in the gym, you should be aspiring to do something in the gym, in my opinion. Some people just go to the gym because they want to go to the gym. Some people just go 20 minutes, 30 minutes, pop. That's their thing. That is their workout diet. But I like to be around people who have high aspirations for a thing. And I love going to the gym and seeing the person who's training for the marathon, seeing the person who's training for the fitness competition, seeing the aspiring bodybuilder guy, trying to find his steroids in the parking lot and do the workout out of the magazine. At least he's trying to do something. Okay, he's trying to get it done. And I laugh, but he's trying to do something. But I like being around people who they inspire me and sometimes give me a push. If I'm in the gym and I got about 4 or 5 sets and I see somebody crank out 6, I might crank out an extra one. And I feel good being in that environment. There are some people who are intimidated by that environment. They don't want to feel like a lesser than. It's okay. The one thing that I know is that we're not all equal, okay? But you can say what you want to say. We're not all equal. All of us don't. We're not all going to lift the same. We're not all going to run the same. If some people grunt, then they grunt. If some people don't grunt, then they don't grunt. And I respect everyone's differences. But when you run a business like Planet Fitness, they want to have a certain level of clientele that they service. And I understand that. And it's really not a bad thing. But, like I said, I'm going to give you the whole thing. Be very careful when you are in a situation where you're supposed to have growth and someone has made it comfortable for you. Uh-oh. That's all I have for today. Back to Ferguson, and I'm out. can't have no baby without the labor, baby. Gotta have the labor. Please visit www.coffeewithrhadi.com. That's coffeewithrhadi.com.